Welcome to my channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you another general collective energy reading. Today I'm doing something a little different because I'm continuing from a reading that I did on my TikTok. As you see, the cards are laid out. What came out was the blame card, envy, pride, failure, happiness, and surrender. And what Spirit said was, your person used to play the blame game, and they were not taking accountability for their actions. This is past energy. Currently, they envy other people um, because of their stature or what's going on with them. You know, this person lacks a bit of, well, not lack, they have some insecurities. And then we have pride. I feel like your person has been full of pride and ego, and they're trying to mask that. But failure is here. That's the challenge because they're not progressing in life. Maybe I feel like it's life. It's definitely something holding them back, and I feel like it's their attitude toward life. You know, not taking accountability, having envy, having pride and ego, right? So it's failing them. It's it's not getting them anywhere to be in that kind of energy. It's like sometimes you just have to change your vibe, raise your vibration. And sometimes it sounds really simple to say, but that's basically what it boils down to. It's like stop looking for something to be upset with and be grateful for what you have. And I feel like your I was about to say your friend. So this does not have to be a lover relationship. This could be platonic, but this is somebody who kind of dwells in low places in their emotions, right? Sometimes they're comfortable with, being a victim. I started the TikTok video off and it was letting me know, wait a minute, blamer alert. But maybe that was the past energy because ultimately a person wants happiness. And they know in order to achieve happiness, they're going to have to surrender this attitude, have an ego death, relax the control issues that they may have. And surrender is here. So there's a lot they have to let go of. And it says, I can release my need to control. Your person has been hurt before. And that's, we all been hurt, right? Everybody has various degrees of hurt and pain. So your person may have struggled a lot. But they have to realize that their healing is their responsibility. When we are children, um, things can be done to us because we're children. We brought in this world and we're supposed to be protected by the adults around us. But in the case that we're not, it is the responsibility. It is the responsibility of the adults, right? But once you reach adulthood, it now becomes your responsibility to acknowledge the pain that you've gone through and get the help. Now, that's easier said than done. A lot of people don't realize how traumatized they were. Um, some people are addicted to that energy. And I know it sounds weird to say, but instead of getting the help, they will wallow in it longer than they need to. And I feel like this is where your person is right now because this is past, current, and hidden energy. So your person is really battling with themselves, but ultimately they want happiness. But I feel like this energy that they're in is giving them nothing but failure. So they need to surrender, they need to control everything. I feel like your person has high expectations and is constantly let down. Maybe by those that they confess to love. This could be family, close friends, close relationships. As soon as the person lets them down, it just brings everything back. And some people are built like that, because of what they've been through. So I decided I wanted to expand on this in this reading. Please thumbs up the video, like, click, share, and subscribe. Share it with anybody it might resonate with. There are various, I'll venture to say, attachment styles that are created by trauma. A secure attachment style is when you're, as far as like, especially with parents. A secure attachment style means there's healthy relationships, healthy boundaries in the relationship with the parents. And I'm talking on an adult level. I remember, but on a child level, I remember when my daughter was about two, one to two, somewhere around there, she would run off. Till even when she couldn't see me, she would run off. And I would be able to see her, but she necessarily couldn't see me. And it would drive me nuts that she would go that far. And someone said to me, well, she really has a secure attachment to you because she's not afraid. And in the moment I would say, bye, then she would turn and run like, wait a minute, you're not going to leave me here. And I thought, but I didn't understand that that was an attachment style or what they call an attachment style, right? So we were securely attached because she didn't have fear, you know. And the other avoidant, anxious, what's the other one? I forgot what it's called. Avoidant, anxious. There's another one. But and those other attachment styles, there is uh abandonment wounds that create them from parents, like serious abandonment wounds that where the child feels neglected or they feel like their needs can't be met or they can't have expectations from anybody because everybody's going to let them down. And I feel like whoever went through this is dealing with one or multiple types of wounded separation anxiety type of attachment styles. So if any of that resonates with you, look it up. You pull up a YouTube therapist. There's some really good ones like what's her name, Dr. Romney. There's Peter. I should put him in my what you call it, in my description. There's a good two or three that over the last couple of years I've watched because working with kids, you meet all kinds of people. And through that, you meet their parents. And then you start to observe even more. And things I didn't know existed, I've learned about. Um, it helped me heal the trauma that I may have had, from my parents. And now, let me take that back. Not may have had from my parents, right? And my circumstances. So this person, y'all, whoever this is to you, platonic, romantic, family, co-worker, whatever, that they've been through a lot, but they need to understand it is up to them to heal. Ultimately, what they want is happiness. Ultimately, what they're seeking is happiness. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Hold on. I can't take all that. But I'm going to take the top card and flip the rest. Separation. This is exactly what I was talking about. And Spirit flipped a stack of cards and left that on top because your person is experiencing a lot of separation. And if you are not speaking to your person in separation, they may be blaming you for it, but they really know that accountability lies on them. And I'm not, or it could be equal. Take it how it resonates. But a lot of times when a person is very, very much victimized in their life, even when they sabotage a relationship by misgivings, cheating, lying, whatever they did, ghosting, they tend to want to blame somebody for driving them away, for ending the relationship. If you allow this person, not allow, if this person sabotaged the relationship and you allow them their space, meaning you walked away, just as well as they may have ghosted you or pulled back their energy, and you let them have all the space they need, they may be blaming you for not coming forward. But that's on them. Again, their healing is their responsibility. We have to remind ourselves that it is not our job to fix people. If they can be healed by vicariously or indirectly or even directly by what we do, fine. But we can't force anybody. We also have to release the need to control. Because just as people take from us, um, we can overgive to people too. And that's enough. That's the opposite end of the spectrum of a codependency or unhealthy toxic relationship. When you overgive, after a while, you have nothing else to give, and that can build up resentment. Wow, Spirit keeps just doing it tonight. Lessons. Wow. I'm just going to take the whole thing because it was like 4 cards, right? So we have third party, dark night of the soul, and barrier. So your person is envious because they feel controlled by a third party person. They're having a dark night of the soul because I feel like currently, what was that? Currently, your person is experiencing a dark night of the soul, and I got distracted just now. Sorry, y'all. Currently, your person is experiencing a dark night of the soul, and they feel a bit blocked from you. They may be envious because maybe they see you living your best life, but they have to experience these lessons. If you pull away from a person because they're playing the blame game or not taking accountability for actions, right? They're ghosting or they're sabotaging a relationship. I mean, there's only so much you could do. It takes two in any relationship. You know what I mean? It takes two. And this person has a whole third party. So if they're being controlled, they're hitting rock bottom with this third party. They have nothing but, they can only look up. Meaning, if they're at rock bottom, then the only way is up. You can't go no further. If you're at rock bottom, that's it. This person now has to look up. They have to seek healing. They have to seek guidance. And this third party has been a barrier, and it does not mind keeping your person in a dark night of the soul energy. This person is this third party is karmic, and they are more than aware that your person is miserable wherever they are. So whoever this person is in your person's life knows that this person is miserable and is still keeping them doing whatever they can to keep them separated from you. They are currently a barrier. But again, what did I say? We are responsible. When we become adults, we're responsible for our healing. So your person has to rise above that. There's a pride thing here too. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. But I'm feeling this is more pride and ego. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. Your person might be a Leo. I'm getting Leo energy. They could be a Leo. They could be a Cancer. They could be a Pisces with this water here and big dreams. But I feel like your person has a really bright energy with them as far as what they're ambitious about. You know, what they're ambitious about. This person is meant for success. And they're prideful before they get it. I feel like this person is a braggadocious type energy. Like the littlest thing that they get, they want to brag about it. That's the energy I get. They like, aha, look what I got. Oh, I got new sneakers on. Oh, I got a shiny new car. Oh, I got this brand new job. And they bust their chests. You know, they pop their chest like what's some things? An 8. You know, like a silverback. You ever seen them? Closest we're gonna see them is in the zoo over here. But they beat their chest and they are proud, very, very proud. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your successes. But I feel like this person has pride over materialistic things that they feel like their dreams are going to provide them. But I don't feel like they're there yet because the lesson here and the lesson in the challenge position here is failure. This person has not reached the success that they're supposed to reach because they're still being pulled back. They're still learning their lessons. They're still in a dark night of the soul. So this person hasn't even reached their pinnacle of success that they're meant to reach. I really feel like your person is meant to be successful, but they have to get past these barriers. this trauma that they got going on. Tell me more. Yep, they need healing. That's the challenge. Your person needs to heal. And they need to figure out how. I feel like you told this person, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't give it all up. Maybe y'all didn't get that far. But this person does need healing. I feel like if you guys were together and this separation is hurting them like what I think they are, they saw you as home or some sort of healing. Your person, needs an alignment, alignment of their chakras, alignment of their mind. Like this person needs to consume more high vibrational content. If they're on social media, they need to stop looking at low vibrational things. I don't tell people what to do, but there are certain things that you can watch on the internet, social media, whatever, that are so low vibrational, it'll keep your mind there too. Like watching, I don't know, fight videos or very pornographic things, that keeps you in a very lower vibrational energy. And you consume that with those shows, those reality shows where everybody's either fighting or gossiping or arguing. I mean, there's entertainment, but there should be a limit on that so that, you entertain, but then you can still raise your vibration. But if you are too sucked into that type of energy, it's hard to raise your vibration. It's hard to raise your energy level. It's hard to be healthier in your mind, right? Because you're consumed with nonsense. I feel like nonsense has its place. It is entertaining, but not if you're doing it too much. Nothing is good too much. Too much water is not even good for you. You know what I mean? Like you can literally drown in your body by drinking too much water. So like there's nothing that's good for you that's in when you do it too much. And this person needs some healing. They need an alignment. They may have addictions and they fighting some demons with those addictions. You know what I mean? Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about happiness. Yeah, I know it. This is what I'm saying. They may have saw you as happiness, and now they want to return back to happiness. They want to come back to you, collective. But they got to deal with these battles that this third party has a strong hold on them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be a barrier. What's the bottom of the deck? Ascending. Exactly. So once this person releases control, they can raise their vibration. They can now ascend because they have released the grip of things that are holding them. And I feel like the only thing holding them back is the mind games this person played, but them not releasing those mind games. I feel like your person is well aware that this is the person that hurt them. I feel like this is the person, this third party is the one who created the original abandonment wound, this original separation. And your person still has to heal from that. But they saw you as happiness. They saw you didn't come to them with this kind of energy. You were the high vibration. You are the light. And listen, even demons can attach to the light, right? And I don't say that because I'm calling your person a demon. But what I'm saying is they have to release their demons, their spiritual attachments. They need to release those spiritual attachments so that they can grow. If they continue to allow those things to hold them back, they will just be stuck. They will be stuck. It will be harder for them to reach you. The more time goes, the more they don't work on themselves. This is the kind of energy where they need talk therapy. They might even need shrooms. They may need all kinds of medicinal type of things. And I don't mean smoking weed or drinking a lot. I mean, like really something that comes with shamanic healing to kind of just help them desensitize and release the trauma from their body. Your person wants to return. They want to ascend. They want to move on. This is what their higher self desires. Their lower self is dealing with being in the middle of some nonsense. Meanwhile, they dreaming of something more with you. But they're failing. They're failing because the longer they sit in this situation, the more they fail, the more healing they need, the more damage gets done. Your person, wow. I feel like I'm going to take one more in return, Spirit. Spirit, give me one more. This is like them returning to the Ten of Cups with this happiness here. Because that's what Ten of Cups represents. Tell me one at a time. Give me one. Give me one. Thank you. Yeah. Listen, this third party energy here is doing whatever they can to keep this person from returning to you. Because just like this person misses you and wants to return, this third party wants to stay attached to them. So they're doing whatever they can by hook or crook to keep their claws. I'm gonna put this on the challenge. They are doing everything they possibly can to block your person. I wouldn't even doubt that your person heard things like, well, I'm going to unalive myself, and I don't, this is, and I'm not saying because they really, really will. You never know. But I feel like this is the type of manipulation, how deep it could go. Well, that third party would like propose self-harm to keep your person stuck. If all the other manipulation don't work, they're proposing self-harm. Now, Spirit is telling me that it was fake, meaning it's not likely to happen. But the best thing your person could do is say, all right, well, I can't stop you from doing what you're doing, but here's the national hotline for suicide. Here's the hotline for mental health. They can offer them some resources, but that should not be a barrier for them to move on. This person is conniving and a liar, and they want to keep your person in failure. That's how sick they are, because this person must self-loathe. I feel like your person is dealing with a narcissist. Yeah, bottom of the deck, again, victim. Your person is a victim of mental manipulation. This is somebody that's just trying to keep them stuck in their head, not let them move forward. Because something about you. It's something about you, collective. They must have seen how happy this person was when they were with you. They had to see it. They saw it and was like, you know what? Nah, I need my person back. And they just said, and then when I get my person back, I'm going to bound them up in this victim mentality. I'm going to keep them stuck. I'm going to keep them sitting here, done. This is Eight of Swords energy. But your person is awakening. Your person has been doing their shadow work. Oh, wow. Your person has been doing their shadow work. I feel like when you parted ways, when you separated with them, this triggers something with your person. Now, I don't know how long you've been with your person. I feel like you guys had probably been through a few cycles with this person. And then you finally pulled your energy back and it triggered something in this person because you didn't come back. I don't know what you said to them. I don't know if you gave them a long, lengthy text, but you gave them an exit. You gave them an exit. Whether you said something or you did say something, you gave them an exit and they started awakening because they realized they've been in this victim mentality for however long, or they're currently in it too. But they're starting to awaken. So this third party can't keep their mind blocked forever. If they really want out of it, they're going to claw their way out of it. Shadow work. Because when your shadow arrives, let me tell you something. Your shadow work will reveal Not only the darkness that you don't like, maybe anything you have shame and guilt about, but it will also reveal your strength, your resiliency, your power. Because your shadow comes out to assist and help you. It doesn't keep you bogged down. It's not there for you to be, I don't know, stay in the dark, right? Your shadow work is say, for example, let's just say you put on your mask every day, right? Everybody does. Your pleasantries. Hi, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? You might keep it going. You give somebody a pleasant smile and you keep it moving, right? You could be hurting inside, but you don't show it. That's your mask. But your shadow, for example, somebody accosts you or disrespects you in a crowd. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they did something intentional to you and you react, and that person is very aggressive, but then you become equally aggressive and it backs them down. That's like your shadow work coming out. That's just one little example. It's not exactly how shadow work is supposed to be, but it's an example of your shadow coming out. Now, some people might feel embarrassed. Oh my gosh, I cursed them out. I can't believe I responded that way. But if you were in your rights and you were being attacked, and I mean not a Karen, I mean really attacked, sometimes you gotta buck back to back somebody down. Um, it's happened to me a few times in life where I really didn't even have to get out of my skin with somebody, and I had to back them down and let them know I'm not the one nor the two. And even though you don't see me going around starting stuff, I will finish it. And then when I approach people in their energy, when whatever it is going down, all of a sudden everything gets calmed and quelled because they didn't anticipate that. That's my shadow coming out to say, hey, what you're not going to do is treat her like that, and let me show you why, right? So your person is getting in their feelings, or is in their feelings currently, about this third party situation that's trying to block their healing and their happiness. They want to release themselves, excuse me, from this person that has them bound. We got bound here. They want to release themselves from this. This person no longer wants to be bound up. They want to surrender. They want to ascend. Your person is bound toward you now. Now, I'm sensing a little bit of codependency because you made this person so happy. But I want you to ask yourself one thing. How did they make you happy? Was it just the energy exchange? How did you guys feel? How much effort did they put into this relationship ever? Because I got a feeling based on what I'm seeing and how wound up they have been in with this third party and this karmic partner. Um, your person has a lot to prove to you, because this person would probably make them prove themselves by making them lie, making them detach from you, basically keeping them from you, telling them you can't be around them, or I'm going to hurt myself, or whatever they say to manipulate this person. They've been doing it. And your person has been suffering in silence without you. But I feel like you've done all you could, right? I feel like in situations like this, if they're so wound up in this is almost like an addiction, or it could be an addiction. They're addicted to that drama and that trauma, right? And therefore they can't release themselves until they're ready. I grew up in the era where crack came around and it had a vice grip on people. I grew up in that era where they said they used to have commercials that said, this is your brain on drugs. And they were talking about weed as a gateway drug, and what they have now learned is that weed is not the gateway drug to hardcore drugs. That was a reason to incarcerate people. But what they found is that um, trauma and stress, or stress from trauma, creates drug abusers who are trying to escape what they've been through, the painful experiences, trying to get that high again. When you're in cycles, same thing, with an abusive person, you get a dopamine, I believe it's a dopamine or oxytocin, one of those rushes you get when you're at a certain high. That high comes from them showing you attention or being nice to you, out of the blue, or just being pleasant, and you got a certain time frame of feeling happy, thinking that, oh, okay, we're on a good page, until their mask falls off and the same nasty person comes back out. So, I feel like your person is experiencing that, and you released it before it could do too much more damage to you. They're wanting to release it now, and they feel, I feel like your person is bound to come towards you. They see the signs. They see the signs. But your person is like, I feel like in whatever the situation that they're in with this third party, I feel like it's a failure. If this was a situation where this person was in their life first, or they met them and they went toward them, they realized that was a failure. That was a bad decision. It sucks to be them. I feel like they realizing a lot more than they bargained for had happened by going back to that person, or going to be with that person, or staying with that person. Because I feel like they have free will. They can make a decision. They have big dreams, but they're a little stuck in their pride and ego. This person, that third party also plays with their ego because they know they're very prideful, and that they don't like to take accountability for their actions. They know this, so they play on that. They tell them things like, you're never going to have this with anybody else. You're never going to get this with any, you're only going to find it with me. I got your back. Don't nobody have your back. Like, this person is pulling out all the stops to keep your person stuck. Only for them to stay right there and not grow. Because that person is not grown. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about separation. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I can't make it up. I really can't make it up. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is here in reverse. That person, this blame game there and the separation has stripped your person of their independence. They can't get ahead. They can't save $1. I don't know what the third party promised them, but they probably promised them that I got money, we're going to be successful, I'm going to invest in your business, or you can invest in mine, or whatever they promised them was all a bunch of lies. And it stripped your person of what they had in their pockets and in their bank account. I feel like your person feels like a failure for real. Like, they don't have anything to show for this relationship that they stayed in. Tell me more, Spirit. Yep. And it broke y'all up. Two of Cups in reverse. This broke y'all up. Now they're breaking up. And I feel like just because your person wants to release themselves from this situation. So they don't have you and they don't want them. They may not be separated from them, but they don't want them. I mean, who could? If you sit there and lie to me and then strip me of everything I got, why would I want you? For what? What would that do? Now, that's a logical mind. But the illogical trauma bond that these people probably have with each other is that one day they're going to recognize me. They're going to see me for who I am. And if I stick around long enough to get that high again, we could ride that high out. They're going to change. And then that doesn't happen because the mask falls off and they go back at it again. So this person is probably getting love bombed and future faked and all the stuff they probably did with you because they were so distracted with this foolishness. Tell me more, Spirit, about big dreams with their pride. Spirit said, damn, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. So now they're starting to get the clarity that they need. Now they're starting to see where their victory lies. Their victory lies with you. Now you're in their mind in a whole different way. Oh, hey kitty cat, why don't you just get in your bed? Now they now they want the truth. Now they want to speak their truth. Now, I feel like your person realized they have to detangle themselves. They're in an entanglement with this third party. They really are. And now they have to detangle themselves in many ways, multiple ways, like what you call it? What's the word I was trying to say? Financial, emotional, mentally, physically, because maybe they live with them. This person has to work on detangling them. Right now, your person they're challenged because they're watching you be successful while they feel like a failure. They're watching you be successful while they're stuck with this karmic person trying to heal. And they don't realize you can't heal where you got sick. Like imagine that I don't know, yeah, I'm not going to put real world in it, but let's just imaginary that you're SpongeBob and you're at the bottom of the sea. And then all of a sudden, uh, toxins flood the water and it messes up your whole neighborhood. Now all the fish are getting sick, even the sponges, right? Everybody's getting sick. And you guys are like, oh no, I'll just put a filter on my house. But then you still got to go outside in it. You still got to maneuver in this toxic water that's slowly poisoning everybody and making them sick. Your person is watching you be happy while they stay sick and they need healing. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, and they feel like they're running out of time, Wheel of Fortune. They feel unlucky. They feel like, they're losing out. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. Your person wants to change their ways. They want to change their loyalty. They want to change how things are done. Now they don't want to be traditional anymore. Now they don't want to do it like the group that they're part of has been doing it, whether it's their family or the relationship they're in. Now they want to go a different route. And I feel like the different route is your route. Maybe, if you gave this person advice, I feel like they were like, oh, okay, yep, and then they went and did something different. Like they yesed you, told you what they thought you wanted to hear, which was being agreeable with you, only for them to turn around and do what this third party suggested. Stick with the third party. Maybe the third party felt like home. Maybe the third party was home at that time. But I feel like your person is like, I'm over that. I'm over what I learned from childhood. I'm just over being loyal to somebody that's nothing but a burden to me. And now I feel unlucky because my person may have left me behind. As you should if this is your person. Because to be honest, what would you be waiting for? I would never suggest anybody wait on a person that just allows somebody else to disrupt their life. And yes, everybody's development emotionally, physically, mentally is all at a different stage of development. It doesn't match our age most of the time. But this person would have you sitting and waiting on them to get it together as long as you sit with them, waiting on them to get it together. And the best thing you could have done is to move on with your life. Now they want to return, but they don't know if they can. And I don't think that's a bad thing to not know if they can. Why? Because if they felt as comfortable that you would be there, they will continue to go through cycles with this person and never learn the lessons. Because they'll be like, well, one day I'll figure it out and the collective will be waiting for me. That could be 2, 10, 30 years down the line. They still doing that thinking, well, you waiting on them. Nope. That's not the lesson. Now they watching you, hoping that you're waiting on them. Meanwhile, you spinning your wheels and you keeping it moving. And they want to return. You are their happiness. Spirit says it's time for you to just focus on your happiness. Let this person go ahead and sort their life out. I'm not seeing any movement. I'm seeing that they want to return. I see that they may even try to return really soon, honestly. I feel like they may be overcoming this situation, but you got to keep your distance and let them prove themselves to you, meaning they need to show up. I don't care what kind of pride and ego they got going on. I don't care what kind of stubbornness that they got going on. You stay the course. Build your life. And if that means meeting someone new, moving away, or whatever it is that you need to do for you and your benefit, do that. Let this person go through their healing process. Knowing that they need to change bodies of water and move further away from the toxicity. As long as they're willing to sit in it, they're going to always experience it. And if they feel like they have access to you, maybe they come to you and you live over in a freshwater body and they feel like a little reprieve, but then they're like, okay, I got to go back home. Why? Why? So you can stay sick? So you can stay stuck? So you could just not grow and not change, not develop, not live your big dreams in your life. Let them work it out, because you know why? If this person comes to you prematurely, they will keep doing whatever it is that they did before, because they haven't released the addiction of their life or their stuff. So yeah, let them release their addictions while you have your glow up, because I feel like you are. I feel like you are ascending and they are stuck to watch you. And maybe that's their fate, y'all. I know you love them. I know you care. But some things just aren't what what you wanted them to be. They are what they are. And it is what it is, you know? So take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Use your own discernment, intuition. Everybody's situation is different. Thumbs up the video, like, click, share, subscribe, share it with friends, family, anybody you think you can resonate with. Comment in the comment section and let me know. Peace.